And a happy new year. Woo!
Yes, it is.
I didn't realize it was my birthday and Christmas.
It's Ed and Dale's.
I like it.
Down Santa is here to shake his winky just for you.
And I'm gonna sing.
Happy people.
And I got some tentacles to shake. What the hell was I
To
saying?
attend to.
I got nothing. I got presents.
I'm about to explode out of my vest here, so we need to hurry this up because this fucking thing is way tighter than the last time I wore it. That's for sure. Hi everybody.
God bless.
I'm Dr. Nick. I'm only kidding. That's a Simpsons reference.
Hi, Dr.
everybody.
Nick.
I'm Muscle Santa, and we're here to tell you about our 12 Scares of Xmas. We're the Bonded by Horror trio. I'm Muscle Santa.
I'm just say JC Walsh. I have nothing this time, but I got a lot of cool stuff, so I'm JC Walsh.
Oh, I guess I'm still Scroogey Claus, dude. I don't think I used that one yet. Well, that's what I am. So yeah, it's Christmas. Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Christmas!
I want Cthulhu under mistletoe, JC Walsh. How's that?
I'm okay with it. I feel like JC Walsh would be okay with it too.
I think so too.
I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to get up and maybe unfurl some of this because I'm packing a lot of beef in this outfit.
Beefy.
So, just throwing it out there. Hopefully everybody's had a good year. We've had a little bit of time off. We were back on our game here. So hopefully everybody enjoys this. We weren't able to post anything about it because we've had some more roadblocks in the world, and I wasn't able to post much about this lately. So I apologize.
Good thing 2021's ending.
I'm alive. I'm ready for it to end so we can get back to our fucking lives. I feel like it's there, man. I feel like 2021 is just gonna be like a fucking, like a blink, and then we're good. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about
a blank in your eye.
We're gonna talk about what we're doing tonight is to end our Christmas themed season. We are gonna do a 12 Scares of Xmas is what I ended up having it listed as. I thought that's what we talked about it being.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna pull this off, but
yes, we'll pull it off.
All right.
So, we're gonna pull it off for sure. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of steal our own idea with the Friday the 13th top 13 kills, but this one's gonna be a little bit different. This one's really up to the debate and up to the eye of the beholder in this one, because it doesn't have to be a horror movie per se. It just has to be a Christmas themed scare. And that's what I got out of that.
Hey, that's what I thought too.
Right.
So
okay, JC Walsh is there too.
Makes it easy for me to not lose my movie because we're still going by the same rules as Friday 13th, right?
Yeah.
You pick the same movie as me, I can't use it.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So exactly. So here's the thing. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna use our same our similar system there. So we all wrote down. We each have 4 picks, right? To make a total of 12. So there's no definitive number. Like there's no number to this on like what's number 1, what's number 12, whatever. So it's just Bonded by Horrors, 12 Scares of Xmas. Like just fun 12 scares. Could be from a horror movie, could be an entire movie devoted to this holiday season. It could be something that scared you as a kid in a cartoon. I don't know. The other thing is it's going to be up for debate too. So it's going to be kind of fun to be like, wow, that got in there. But once it's in there, it's in there. Like
me.
Make it. Yeah. So once it's there, right? So like, but you might have to defend it a little bit. It's not going to lose its place.
I got a good one to start it off.
And that's good.
Well, then we got Ben will start off then.
Yeah, how do you guys want to start this off? You want to start it off with Ben?
Let me start it because I wanna fucking just break down the door and just.
How about this?
Yeah.
You want to go? You want to go Joe, Ben, Joe, me? Or do you
because you're Santa Claus, so you get to wrap the whole thing up in a nice little bow.
I'm just a jester elf.
All right. I'm kind of bummed that you just said that because that means I'm gonna have to try to stay in this as long as possible.
Yeah.
Part of a cult.
Now I'm challenging you.
I'm a jester elf cult.
All right. I thought about it, and I thought
Are we
about.
kicking this right off? Hold on. Are we kicking this right off?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Also, the last thing is if one of us brings up a movie or something or a scene,
then we can't.
The other person can't use it.
Can't use it. I'm sticking just to movies. I'm not gonna do scenes. I'm gonna stick to whole movies. A couple of them are legit that I have. I came up with like 6. A couple of them are legit.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off by swinging this one, and I have a few defenses for it and everything.
Oh no!
And Santa Claus, he dropped it down the chimney.
Hoping
he dropped it.
would do that again. Now he did it.
He dropped it down the chimney.
I lost you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Santa Claus heard his reindeer.
Awesome.
Santa Claus heard his reindeer clopping on the roof. Did I lose you both?
No.
No, it's still there.
No, you're still here.
We're just looking at your bow tie.
What happened to Ben's camera?
It's still there.
Not for me. It's not.
Well.
Oh, I think you hit a button.
Did you block my ugly face?
Oh.
Well, there we are.
All right.
Can everybody see me now?
So,
I saw you, dude.
I am kicking this off with a very straight out of the gate, a strange pick. Obviously, if you think of horror themed Christmas, this is not the movie that's going to come to your mind. It's not a horror movie, but I'm going to fucking stake my flag in the ground, and this is my pick for number 12. My pick is the family-friendly Christmas-themed movie directed by none other than Christopher Columbus. My pick is Home Alone.
You son of a
awesome.
bitch! I have it written down.
That's why I didn't pick it. All right,
Damn
12.
it!
Home Alone. Can I at least say my defense? Because I think it's already decided among everybody. My thought, the second you guys even came up with the idea live last week, this was the first movie that popped in my head. If you think
wait till you get my next one.
If you think about it in a couple different ways. One, if you think about it in Kevin's head, he's home alone, and two burglars are showing up. If this was written in any other sense, this is a horror movie through and through. Have you ever watched Strangers? Same thing.
Who else? Who else is in that movie that gives it a horror movie feel? I don't want to take it from you.
Buzz, because he just got arrested for beating his girlfriend. Oh.
The neighbor.
Oh, well, he's scary. The furnace. Kevin sees the furnace.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lore of that neighbor.
I was just thinking Buzz because he's a bad guy in real life, so that's pretty scary.
So,
and also,
there's a lot of horror elements to that.
If you think about the movie in the perspective of the Wet Bandits, they're the worst bandits ever, and they're just trying to get a score, and then they just go into this fucking Freddy Krueger house with all booby traps and a tarantula on his face. So this is bullshit.
I just like the fact that my chest doesn't look like this, but my arms make it look like it's real.
Yeah, so it works. So
that suit is a horror movie in itself.
Swinging straight.
My nether regions are right now for sure.
For the fences. Number 12
in there like a prison.
Is Home Alone. Joe, can you write this stuff down?
So
I'm already on it.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So I actually also had Home Alone listed there, and I went, hear me out. Even though it's a family classic, there are some legit scary scenes in it. Kevin's fear of the furnace in the basement, which Ben touched on. His fear of the neighbor that looks like my Uncle Denny, me and Ben's Uncle Denny.
Yep.
So we touched on that. And then the obvious two villains trying to break into his house.
It's like Strangers.
Being alone in your house by a kid when you're a kid, especially this time of year when the fucking sun goes down at 4:30, and when you're a kid, you don't really understand the fact that it's because it's later in the year. That's why it's going down. To you, you just see dark early. So in other words, dark is scary, so there's a longer time by yourself in the dark. So you can't rationalize the fact that you're gonna see spooky things. You know what I mean? So
spooky.
So I agree. That's
it
a great
is terrifying. No kid ever wants to be left alone like that, even though he acts like he's all happy about it, but really, you're alone.
I made my family disappear.
10-year-old kid. Was he 10, 11-year-old kid?
Yeah.
And then he grew up to be Jigsaw.
Okay.
You've never seen that theory? Yeah, there's a video. Yeah, there's a theory that Kevin McAllister grew up to be fucking Jigsaw, which for obvious.
Good.
Okay.
And Macaulay Culkin made a video about it too, as a joke.
He's got a good sense of humor, that dude.
Yeah, he's great.
All right, Joe.
He's great now.
Number 11, man. Now, let's just get into it.
Funny. I was trying to watch a bunch of others again in this, but I couldn't find the time to. But I've been wanting and needing to watch this one, and I'm glad you said Home Alone because this goes right with it. Better watch out.
Never seen that one.
I've heard of it.
Shudder. It is a home. It's a home invasion movie.
Okay.
And it feels like Home Alone, but with the horror antics amped up. It's like you mix Home Alone with Goonies, and it gives a shout out to Black Christmas, the classic Black Christmas. It's got a feel like Silent Night, Deadly Night to it. So not only does it have this like weird, you know how like Santa Sleigh almost felt like a Hallmark Christmas movie. This did the same thing. It feels like a Home Alone Christmas movie, but then all these other elements to it, and then it gets darker and darker, and it is. I was watching it. I watched it. Oh shoot! I watched it last night. I was watching like this movie's insane. It is so good. I can't say too much because there's a lot of twists to it and stuff like that. And it's just yeah, it gets real messed up towards the end. So it was really freaking good. So that's what I said. I don't have much to say, but better watch out. It is essentially a horror Home Alone almost to some degree. You know, it's not one kid Home Alone. It's technically a babysitter and the kid she's watching and his best friend. Actually, gave me a gate feel too. The '80s classic, The Gate. I don't know why. I think it was the friend, the nerdy glasses, looks like a metalhead, but you know, more like modern day than the '80s. Looks just like him, kind of black sweatshirt, kind of got a dark sense of humor. So I was like, man, there's a lot of old school elements in this movie. I didn't do much more digging into it than I want to, but it's really cool. So yeah,
I'll be on the lookout for that one. I did dive into a couple things today because I was home today, and I did watch.
Were you home alone?
No, I watched a Christmas themed horror movie today that I'd never seen before. That did actually make my list because it's one of the best ones I've seen. But I'm gonna hold off on that one for now, just in case Joe is going to talk about this one, because I don't want to steal one from him yet. So I'm gonna hold off on that one in case you don't talk about it, and that will probably make my list later on. But that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that one because I do like these movies. I started watching another one, but I won't bring it up until again, just in case that Joe has it on his list. What I'm gonna pick for what would this be? This would be number 10.
Yep.
Right. Oh boy, man, do I block Ben from a couple of things that I know for sure could be something that he could pick, or should I just go with something that I truly want to pick?
You can try to block me, man.
It's a lot of choices.
Ooh, don't even tempt me, bro. Because
do it.
I got one.
I don't care.
I'm aiming at you. I'm aiming at you. I'm not gonna do that one yet.
Just be you, more Christmas. I got dessert.
Ready for this?
So. Here we go.
Batman Returns. Hear me out.
Shit. Oh
man,
shit.
that did block me. That was one
Batman
of mine.
Returns.
Yep.
Batman Returns.
I knew you two. you two would be going at it, and I'm like, I wonder if
that sucks. Mine, so. That was gonna be one of my surprise ones too.
Batman Returns, even though it's known as an action movie, is one. This one is darker than any of the others, and the Penguin character is as much a horror villain as any horror movie can produce.
He's got killer penguins.
With
missiles strapped to them. That's horrifying.
Yeah. And his whole plot, ready? His idea of stealing and killing all of Gotham's firstborn sons is scary, and his demise of oozing his greenish black blood will haunt you.
You know what that sounds like? Angel of Death.
That dude, the fucking
more the biblical, not the Nazi one, but
the scene where fucking he announced he's running for mayor and he bites the guy's nose terrified the shit out of me as a kid.
So
that was so scary to me.
Good.
And then when he's like he's in that little car thing controlling, he's like, I played you like a heart from hell, you know. That is amazing. That whole movie's amazing. Realistically,
I watched it a long time. That's one of my favorite movies. Yeah,
Tim Burton, very dark. It's very scary. It's very correct. It's amazing, dude. It really does hold up. I don't know why a lot of people don't talk about it. I think it's because it was mismarketed. So a lot of people that maybe would have liked it when they were young didn't get to see it because it was marketed as something way different. And when parents, it's very, very adult. It was marketed as like a follow-up, like a kid, because they were trying to sell like kids' toys at McDonald's and shit. So they marketed it like it was this.
Yeah, they did.
And it's not. It's really not.
It is not a fucking. It is not a kid-friendly movie. You see, like, dude, you see Penguin just like fucking murder chicks like right in front of him with the batarang, and he's like, "Say cheese," and he throws the batarang at her. That shit was awesome. And then you can't talk about Batman Returns without talking about Michelle Pfeiffer. Woo, woo.
She was a great Catwoman.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Santa Claus. I'm doing his chest hair a little bit.
Even her backstory and how she was created was like pretty terrifying. Like
out a window,
she gets thrown by a window by fucking Christopher Walken. That's when Christopher Walken dies, that thing was
Walkerland.
No, that thing was terrifying. The his body after he gets thrown into the electrical thing, and he's all like this like terrifying mess. He kind of looks like a Mars Attack villain.
Yeah, that's a good fucking pick.
That was that was on mine. It's
It had to be talked about. It had.
yeah.
I forgot. That's really good. That was really.
When's the last time
good.
you've seen that? Have you seen that lately?
I
Long
watch
time, but I
watch
watched
Batman Returns at least twice a year.
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good.
If you
I mean,
if you want to watch
there's
it.
a lot of movies I watched religiously when I was younger.
think I'm gonna watch that
them
tonight.
when I was adult because of how much I watched as a kid. You know,
I get it.
but I'm starting
That's
to.
one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I do the same thing. Dude, when I scroll through for things, I'm at a point right now because a lot of newer movies lately haven't been great unless you're in certain genres. Like a lot of horror movies are still good. A lot of action movies suck nowadays. But so I tend to stick with like stuff I love and I'll watch over and over and over again and I drive my wife crazy. Or I'll find like once in a while I'll find a new movie that like is really good and I'll watch it or whatever. So I might start transitioning into some TV shows soon because apparently there's some new shows that are really, really good and I just haven't had a chance to watch them. But that's literally a show for another time.
Yeah.
This is about our 12 scares of Axmas.
Axmas. Axe in your sack.
Axe in your sack. Holy balls. That would suck.
Luckily, you can't
Christmas
see
sack.
You can't see it in here, but I have a sweet Harry Potter lightning bolt scar now. Right here. I got headbutted last Saturday by accident.
And Christmas is talked about in the first movie. I think it's talked about in every movie. Harry Potter. The Sorcerer's Stone.
That is a Christmas movie. Everybody says it is. I don't know. I've never seen any of them. Sorry, I'm lying now because I saw one with Rosie and Dobby died and it made me feel bad because I called Ray Dobby and it made me feel bad.
Oh, Ray died? I should call him.
Yeah, you should call him. Check on him.
And and Peachy looks like Dobby.
She does look just like Dobby, my little Peach. I wish she was up here. I would be like, "Here's my reindeer."
And she's there like,
just goes like this. All right. So, who's next? Ben?
It's me.
Ben, number 9.
All right, Ben.
All right. I guess. Oh no, because Joe said a horror one already.
You can say whatever you want. You got a list.
No. So this one.
I have no specific order.
Neither do I.
So we can talk about real quick.
This one should be higher, but it's not. I love this thing, and I love watching it every year. I'm probably gonna be watching it on Christmas actually this time. It is the Tales from the Crypt episode, and all through the house.
God damn it! Me and Ben, we're not gonna have much of a list here.
What's the name of the episode?
And all through the house.
And all through the house.
I think I haven't.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
It is.
That is. So that one like is big for me for a lot of reasons. One, because it's fucking Tales from the Crypt. Probably my favorite TV show ever.
Episode 1.
Yeah, it's the first. I don't know how they made a horror.
I had that season.
I don't know how they had a horror themed show, and that was their first episode.
Joe, you don't have the box set?
Dude, that box set's amazing.
Slowly, I was collecting them as they were coming out. This is like years ago. I will be buying the box set though soon.
Yeah, you can buy.
I had to rebuy the box set for myself
just so I had it. Blu-ray, but I might just get it.
It's on HBO Max now.
They're probably not gonna do it.
Tales from the Crypt is?
Isn't it?
No.
Why wouldn't it be? It's HBO.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
It's one of those older movies or shows are having issues. Hey, look, at some point, Shout Factory's going to take care of it. You already know that. Shout Factory does every fucking box set there is, which is good. I'm over excited.
Every episode's on YouTube anyway. That's how I've seen. I've watched the whole show like 1,000 times.
Series box set downstairs.
But yeah,
it's on regular DVD, but it doesn't upconvert bad. If you put it in a Blu-ray player or
it looks pretty good.
It doesn't look bad.
And
it's letterbox, but whatever. It's
This was the
and it brings you back to the day.
This is the first episode for me as well as everybody else. So, I don't know. I think this is probably the episode I've watched the most, just because of like I watch it every year. And whenever I watch the series, I watch it from episode 1 onwards, and I've done that like about four or 5 times. It probably is my favorite show overall. It's either that or Eastbound and Down, South Park. I'm very creative here. Yeah. Speaking of another Christmas thing, Hawkeye. I know that's obviously not going to be on there, but
fucking awesome.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Whole thing.
I sadly can't talk about it because this is a show and we can't spoil anything. But I don't know if Joe watched it yet, but.
Now I know who shows up.
Yes, it makes me want to rewatch things.
Yeah, this is where I fall into Joe's camp of like, where he hates when people hate things, and I agree with him on certain things. Like a lot of people when this series started were like, the first 2 episodes were okay. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
They weren't mind-boggling, but I thought they were good. And then I thought, from 3 to now are just. I think this is probably my favorite out of all 4 of the Marvel shows so far.
Yeah.
And then right behind that is
sorry.
Winter Soldier and
so good.
Falcon.
Oh, it's so good.
Every time, I say every time. No reason, like I always say it, like what you like. I think everybody should not like the same things. Everybody should like different things. I just think there's some stuff or some reasons why somebody doesn't like it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Doesn't make sense. I think there's a weird perspective. But again, I still want to stick to, you like what you like, and that's it. Everybody is.
I enjoy a good discussion on things. So so like if you're on the show, I'll stress this here because that way it's recorded for history or whatever. But like we all disagree on things, and we're all gonna disagree on things. And honestly, like if I challenge Joe on something, most of the time it's for entertainment's sake. Like
we disagree about stuff right before the show started.
Yeah, but it's just purely like I don't get mad at Joe because he has a different opinion.
We had great debates. The Fair Street debates are amazing.
I like that shit, man. I love a good debate. Hey, you know why? Because not everybody likes the same shit.
That's impossible.
Again, we can. Hey, guess what? Metaphor for life. We're still friends. What? We disagree on things?
We're different?
We have different opinions about things we like mutually?
Like,
oh my God.
3 balls in my hat. You only have 1. What is that?
That's hypocrisy.
Beta.
Hypocrisy.
That's beta shit. You fucking beta.
All right, Joe. It's your turn.
All right. Here we go. Time for Joe. Get real is of some of his favorites. For number 8, Black Christmas 2006, the remake.
That's bold.
Was actually Black Xmas is actually Tubi. It's also unrated on Tubi. It is, and what's so amazing, and then
Tubi's fucking great. Me and Ray were talking about that last weekend. It's great. Tubi's awesome. You watch 3 commercials and you watch a fucking free movie.
Silent Night, Deadly Night was unrated on Tubi.
That's how I saw it too.
Yeah.
That's cool. So Black Christmas is so different from the original, and I love that. People get so mad about how ridiculous this movie is. It is schlocky. It is a really insane slasher. It is a gore fest. And then you want to utilize Christmas decorations with gore, and then there's a great accidental kill scene. That's like we call kill points, which actually the woman that plays the house mother in this movie is actually plays as Phyllis in the original. She's one of the sorority chicks in the original movie. She plays the house mother. I never knew that until I looked things up. I was like, oh shit, that's cool, because she's awesome in the original movie. So that's cool to see her as a house mother, and it's wacky. It's out of control. It really creates its own mythology. It really does something with, like, not just mythology, but urban legend with like a slasher movie.
Yeah.
And it's got a good twist and stuff. But it's completely ridiculous. Like, it's meant to be ridiculous. Some people got really mad because the original is seen as a real good old school classic. And we talked about before how that movie is pretty much what inspired Halloween. It's the same style, but it's also still something different. There's actually some stuff I actually like better in Black Christmas than Halloween. Actually, I think Black Christmas is a better movie than Halloween after rewatching it. We'll have to revisit that another time. But yeah, the remake, nasty, fun, crazy, just awesome. Out of control. Watch that. I would love for us, and we don't, we can still do it after the holidays if you want. I would love for us to talk about the original versus remake episode of those 2 movies, because they're so polarizing, different. I mean, even the third one is different, but I don't like. Third one's okay. Third one actually is a little closer to the first one than the other remake, but whatever.
I actually didn't realize there was more than one.
It's good. It's
Is Silent Night a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night?
No, that's his own thing. But there is a Silent Night, Deadly Night remake that's also on Tubi, and that's.
Were we talking about Silent Night, Deadly Night for the multiple parts?
No. I just was asking.
I thought we were talking about Black Christmas.
That one is a
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just,
Okay.
yeah, that one, that remake, it was 2012, I think it came out. That one's
Yeah, I
the
almost watched that
tree
today.
chopper scene. That was fantastic.
I almost watched it today, but I held
Yeah.
off because I
Oh my
wasn't sure if
god,
that was
dude,
the
you have
remake or
fun.
not.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's another Silent Night this year, but it's the
Yeah,
same name. It's
it's
really
a Silent
confusing.
Night. Yeah, I will be
Yeah.
watching that. I want to see that. I want to see Advent Calendar. That's another one. Another Christmas Horror Movies is really cool. All
Don't give
Shudder.
away anymore because I might have something on my list here.
Ooh. So number 8, Black Christmas 2006.
We're doing number 7 now.
We're doing number 7, Eddie. Let's go.
Man, I'm torn because Ben already took 2 things that I had written
You took
down.
something from me?
One because you took one, so my brain wants to go to someone else that I know I can elf block him with, but I don't want to do that. Not yet.
Elf block.
Here's what I'm gonna do because I only wrote down a couple things because I figured you guys would have some stuff. I figured we're gonna have some crossover. I'm gonna go with the movie that I watched today, in honor of what we're doing and the season that we're in. I'm gonna go with A Christmas Horror Story.
I'm so glad you did that because I was going to watch that for this. Oh yes,
Wait,
yes.
am I the only one that's seen this?
Yeah,
I own
I've
it.
heard
Never
of it.
watched it.
It looks cool.
I'm
Dude.
going to watch it this week. I suck.
right.
I've been wanting to watch it.
All right. I'm glad that I have one that nobody's seen it. So we do have one that's different. All right. I watched this today out of whim because I've seen like clips about it before. And this came out the same year that Krampus came out. And this also has a Krampus character in it. So I think this movie kind of got swept under the rug because of Krampus.
Which is unfortunate because it's not the same thing, really.
It's not, but
Krampus
I
was like
actually,
it made it to the big screen, and
I prefer this movie over Krampus.
Not surprised about
it.
Krampus is average at best if you're
I thought it
watching.
was good for what it is.
Naughty Cut's way better.
I had way more fun watching. I had way more fun watching this movie. Maybe because it was less hype. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect of this. This is kind of like an anthology, and it's got the man himself, William Shatner, narrating some of it. And
I love that.
It's got some fucking scenes in it that, like, I just didn't expect. It's definitely an anthology. I believe it's 4 different stories total. And then
so it goes the way of like Trick or Treat, and even like Bad Candy does that a little bit with the DJs.
So
that's cool. I don't think I knew that.
Synopsis that I'm gonna try to break down a synopsis without looking up, so I can try to like do this as a fresh take. Because I figured one of you guys had seen this before, so I'm kind of like lucky on that one. Then I'm glad I watched it even more now. So I threw something fresh into the mix. I believe it's technically 4 different stories all wrapped together with one, almost like how VHS. Picture VHS, the first one. And like it starts off with the haunted house thing, and then they're watching tapes, and by the end, it turns out that like it all comes back together, or whatever. So one of the stories, at least one of the stories, wraps into the narration. But you really, I mean, honestly, dude, the twist at the end, like where it does it, I was shocked that the fucking story that leads into it is the story that it is. Like,
that's
very,
cool.
very, very surprised. 2 other stories so I'm imagining that technically they all must run the same parallel universe. They all must be part of the same thing. I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I didn't realize that they were gonna connect at the end until the end happens, and I went, motherfucker.
See, I love that. That's what
I was surprised. I was surprised, dude. And I don't get surprised often. So maybe it's the in my head right now make me a little loopy, or you know, pre-show talk, but not gonna bring it up on the show because but pre-show talk. Maybe it's a little. It's not worth it. But I'm pleasantly surprised with this movie and would be intrigued to see what you 2 think of this movie. So maybe this holiday weekend,
I will be
make
watching it.
To watch it.
Yeah, I'll be watching
it's very good. And I'm probably gonna take you up on at least Black Xmas. I'm gonna probably try to watch the original this weekend just to like do it. And then depending on the time I have, because I'm pretty much gonna have time this weekend because I'm not gonna do much. Maybe I'll watch both and I'll have them just chalked up and we can do our own side private talk until we can all get to them or something. But I'm gonna watch a couple of these movies because I have time and I normally try to do the typical like the Home Alones and Jingle All the Ways and all that stuff. But I've been having a hard time this year. I just haven't felt the Christmas spirit, to be totally honest with you. And then like my last week happened and I went, all right, well, that's life kicking me in the fucking hoofs. So like, I'm just kicking me in the reindeer. So I gotta fill my time with something. So a Christmas horror story I absolutely recommend. I don't know if we're ever going to review it on the show or not, but I'll tell you this now from a one-time watch. I mean, I'm probably going to give it. I would probably go 7.8 out of 10 zombie elves, and just watch the movie to figure out why I said that.
Sick. I saw the trailers. I know there are. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot, or didn't realize there's 4 different stories, but I do remember seeing the zombie elves. I started to laugh my ass off.
From what I can remember, it's at least 4 different stories, but you don't realize it until it like gets pretty far into the movie, and then you're like, oh okay. But I don't know if they all wrap in together or not. I can't remember. Like I watched it today, but I'm a little like my brain's been a little loopy. So like I don't know if I just missed something, but I know the Bill Shatner ties into one of the main stories, and the one that it ties into, you just are fucking the payoff at the end. Just man, really stuff some cold down your stocking. So
that's cool. Oh, what's this? See, it's NATO Mac. Is he watching?
Is he watching?
No, never mind. That's not a conversation.
What a shame.
I need a refill, but I also don't want to take too much time away from our list because I like when we get going. So,
speaking of which,
can you guys feel like a minute or two if I go refill my
yeah,
Christmas?
if you hurry your fucking ass up.
I'll be right back. Don't do nothing. Fill a little bit of time. Great.
Got to fill up dead air. Well, fucking go. Little Spider-Man 2 for everybody.
Oh no, I can fill some dead air. Like there's a lot of. I was looking on Shudder. I didn't even write them all of them down. There's a lot of Christmas horror movies on Shudder. A lot, and a lot of them from the 80s and 90s. It's a lot of like creepy Santa. Like
who would have guessed that there would be so many Christmas horror movies? I mean, it's one of those things that's like, yeah, it's kind of obvious. It's like, but like you're never gonna see a good Easter one. Give me a good Easter one where it's the Easter bunny killing people. I guarantee it exists. There's no way it doesn't exist. Or
no, there's a couple. Yeah.
Is there a Christmas movie where it's the return of Jesus and he kills people?
Well, it's funny you say that. You should watch Holidays.
All right.
It's not Christmas, but it's the Easter segment. And it's the only good one on there, actually. But you should watch it anyways because it's just it's experience.
And
it's out of control.
It's Jesus and he's butchering people. I hope he's.
Oh no, that's way too predictable. It's 10 times better and 10 times creepier, and it will never leave your head.
Have we ever gotten a movie that just made me think about Jesus and everything? Have we ever gotten a movie where they kind of not spoof, but like kind of like make the rapture scary? Like the idea of the rapture, right? Like where Jesus takes all of his holy disciples and fucking sends them up to heaven. I feel like that's a scary idea. Like because it's unexpected. You know, people either A, want to be or people don't want to be. And maybe that's another idea.
I don't see that scary. I see that propaganda. But
see, that's the problem is there's a lot of metaphors there.
Metaphors like that Stand is actually a religious horror story. That actually is 10 times better. The idea where Mother Abigail is kind of a savior type character, and you got Randall Flagg as kind of the polar opposite, kind of like a devil to some degree. That I like that a little more. I like more metaphors. Me, I can't like get into like This Is the End. This Is the End was actually the closest you get to that. There's no Jesus, but there was definitely apocalyptic.
The Seth Rogen movie, right?
Yeah, that was a really fun movie.
Oh, that was the Rapture.
Yeah, that was the Rapture.
Oh, right.
So there's no. So it kind of does what you. So it is kind of terrifying, but it's kind of funny.
I guess. I guess
Eddie was kind of cool. I won't say cute, but
yeah, because I was gonna say like now like you mentioned that, then all in my head I just think about like The Purge, because people, all the good people, right? All the good people get raptured, and now it's all just like the pieces of shit that want to just fucking kill everybody, and it's like, well,
see though the bad people are supposed to get raptured, but it's that's why it's always confusing.
I thought it was like I thought it was because then again, I'm so wrong. This isn't my sort of thing, but I thought the rapture was Jesus takes all of his holy disciples. Why the fuck are we talking about this? Jesus takes.
You fucking started it.
I'm
man.
trying to fill dead air, and for some reason, my brain.
I was doing fine with Christmas horror movies.
My brain.
If we were done,
My brain. I thought of
Jesus.
Christ, Christmas, and it's a. I want more Christ, Mas. I want more of him, but not in.
It sounds like a taco. You.
Yeah, fine. I'll have the Christ Mas, please. Fucking on delay. Hurry this shit up. I want a goddamn Christ taco. I feel like, make that scary. I don't know, me going to Taco Bell and I fucking.
You got Arnold Schwarzenegger with End of Days. You got Patricia Arquette with Stigmata. That's good enough. I mean,
you got Willem Dafoe in Antichrist.
There you go. You got William Dafoe.
Where you see his penis, and it's pretty awesome.
I'm kind of jealous. I've never seen that movie because I haven't been. We're trying to fill dead air with William Dafoe's penis. I don't know what you want.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's easy to fill a lot with.
Can Willem Dafoe come out to play?
Great. We got William Dafoe with the Antichrist, and then who slept with the mermaid in Lighthouse? That was Robert Pattinson.
That was Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, a bunch of freaks.
What?
Oh no, but William
don't you
Dafoe
dare talk shit about Lighthouse.
I love that movie.
Okay.
William Dafoe was getting all like freaky with the tentacle, so I don't know.
Some people like
Hark ye, I say, hark.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now give me The Northman. Give me that movie.
Oh, that looks sick.
Give me.
Like the
I think
hentai
it's
girls.
great, but I want it to be great for Ed. I want it to be great for Ed so much. I hope.
I want it to be great for me too, because everybody needs to fucking jump off a cliff and make original movies again, like The Northman.
There are original movies.
Dude,
you just need more mainstream original
That movie looks so badass when he fucking catches the javelin and shit. Oh,
sick.
The movie looks so good.
I do love the
So
fact
good.
they are still throwing the horror elements with the illusions and all that. It's almost like the witch meets like
badass
Norse
fucking
mythology.
Norse shit. It's awesome.
Nasty.
And Anya Taylor-Joy.
I still gotta watch.
Really good actor.
I got a William Dafoe. I got a William Dafoe filler for Skarsgård. So you like how I said that?
Skarsgård, fucking hubba.
All the Skarsgård boys.
You
Ooh.
I mean,
Both of them.
that one, anyways.
He can
Good
penny
Lord.
my wise. I know it's Bill,
Wasn't
obviously.
Their dad on a weird horror movie too.
Stop clowning around.
Their dad was in a weird. Did I fucking?
Yeah, their dad's famous too.
No.
It's the guy from the Avengers.
No, listen.
Nope.
He's in a fucking weird horror movie about was it pedophilia or something? Not pedophilia. I'm sorry, that was not the movie. It's something like that though. What's the other one where you can't stop? Like you're addicted to having sex, but not with little kids.
Whoa, where were we going?
God damn it!
Are you
There's a
thinking about
fucking
the movie with fucking
the weird sword movie?
the guy Shia LaBeouf?
No. It's William Skarsgård, or the older Skarsgård, the dad, and then he plays like this creepy dude who gets obsessed with this chick, and it's something about him being obsessed with sex, and it was a big thing, and it's a European-made movie, like Finland or something. What the fuck is it called? It's technically a horror movie, but it's weird. I haven't seen a lot of it. Like
Chernobyl.
Nope.
Good Will Hunting.
Nope.
Dune.
Chernobyl. That show's amazing.
So I've seen that.
No, it's called like.
Was it?
Something about
Was it old?
Ophelia. No, man. God damn. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Skarsgård. Maybe it's somebody else like him. Who's the other old kind of looking actor that looks like him? That's another from that part. It's got to be Skarsgård. It's something about look up horror movie about being addicted to sex or something, or pornography, and it's this old guy who follows this girl around, and it's fucking foreign. I thought it was Rooney Mara or something. It's one of those girls from
I love Rooney Mara.
Like 2009 or it was around
Right.
then.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know if it was.
You remember when the French fucking the French boom happened when Inside and all those movies are coming out. It came out around then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that whole boom was insane, man. That was it's almost like you had the one moment, you had those moments, you had the Asian horror movies blow up.
Nymphomaniac.
Then
and you know who's in that movie, dickhead? Shia LaBeouf, you fucking asshole. So you said no, and it made me. I was like, oh, that's not it. asshole.
I don't remember him being in it.
Yeah,
I don't remember him being in it.
I'm gonna fucking
Eddie,
knock you into next week.
Ben's all like amped up right now because the Jesus talk we're having earlier.
Hey, yeah.
I don't remember him being in it.
Prick.
I'm sorry.
That's it. My number 6.
What's the chick though? Is it Rue?
Yeah, number 6 is Ben, by the way. 666.
My pick.
Go ahead. Go.
And I can't believe Ed just said it. It's Inside. Honest to God, it was gonna be Inside.
Christmas Eve.
It is set on Christmas Eve.
I would not have thought that.
I wrote that down.
Inside might be one of my top 10 horror movies. Actually,
not seen that in a long time. That movie is
I fucking love that movie.
Nasty.
French film, 2007. It's literally just
nasty.
Pregnant lady. She's about to pop any second, and
that's a good one.
And a creepy ass bitch comes in and tries to take the baby. Holy shit,
dude.
Good pick. The whole time you're thinking like, oh my god, like holy shit, you're fearing for this lady. They did a really good job making you think of the worst. Like holy shit, all this lady wants is my baby. And let's just say that ending is pretty good. Brutal.
That was classic, and that was classic horror right there.
Yeah, and that watching the movie definitely puts you in the Christmas spirit. Somebody was in the giving mood that day.
So we have 3 movies on here, by the way, all home invasion movies on Christmas.
Well, Santa Claus is a home invader, so it makes sense. It makes sense, does it not? I feel like that's like an obvious thing. Even like Silent Night, Deadly Night is technically a home invasion because Danny or Billy, whatever the fuck his name is, Billy.
Well, yeah, Billy, he does start, killing people,
invading in homes like Santa Claus.
Like, I would love to see a remake of that when there's more of that. A movie should be like an hour and 45 minutes, and an extra 15 minutes of him just killing people in the whole entire town.
Yeah. Granted, it's not like all the way home invasion, but like, yeah, like you have that.
You got home invasion of somebody's dad trying to creep in their own house.
What movie? What came out first? I can't remember. I can't remember the year it came out. Was it Inside or The Strangers? Because I feel like those movies are very similar.
I think Inside was 2008, 6. I think in
2000. It was 2007. I looked it up earlier.
Yeah.
Before the show.
Yeah. So Strangers is 2008.
So they came out around the same time.
No, wait. Oh, it might be Strangers was 2007 as well.
09, 10.
No, it was
2008.
7 or 8.
Yep. So Inside came out first.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely around that time period where obviously that type of thing is. Yeah, that shit's scary. What else is scarier than these fucking terrifying?
Home invasions are hard to watch. Some of them are really, really, really hard to watch. That's why I can't see. Some of them I can't get.
And
into.
you know who's in The Strangers? Good old Dennis Reynolds.
Yep. Oh.
From It's Always Sunny. He's the guy that gets shot. The friend.
That's right.
Oh shit.
That is Dennis Reynolds.
Right.
Yep. And I rewatched that probably like a year or two ago, and I was like, huh, that's Dennis Reynolds. That's really weird. And then he was in that 80s show, and it was bad. So.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's a wiener.
I know. I had to have at least like one like good pick because everything else for me was like, no. Tales from the Crypt is obviously.
You start off with Home Alone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I had a fucking bing. I would like to see if people watch this. If there's like, we have to compare the list and be like, all right, who won Christmas? Obviously me. Because you still don't have my number 1 out. I still have mine.
Hello, Batman Returns, and in my list was Home Alone also.
Batman Returns was in my.
Mind you, now I've looked up a couple of things to back me up in case all my lists got taken, but I still have some. I mean, I came up with a Christmas horror story. That's also what took an extra couple seconds. I was like, "Hey, Kristen, what are you doing?" She goes, "I'm about to sit down and watch a movie." I went, "You're gonna watch this one," and I put that movie
on. So.
Lucky lady.
Well, she came down when I was watching it earlier. She's like, "What is this?" And because there's a Krampus in the movie, but it's not Krampus.
Sounds like
I had to
a bitch.
explain that to her. So she's like, "Oh, this looks good." I said, "Well, we'll watch it later." And then by "we'll watch it later" means you'll watch it while I'm doing my show, and I'll come down and watch the rest of it with you. And then we'll watch it together. but I already watched the movie, so.
Okay.
She was intrigued by it when she watched me when she was walking by earlier. She's like, "Oh, this looks really good." It's very good. Anyways, and it's free on one of the fucking things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was Shudder, but it might be something else. Who's next?
Number
Yes.
5. This is number 5.
So I'm sticking right in row. If we did issue about these two, I wouldn't have done this, but I have to because they're two of my favorites. Black Christmas 1974.
I have no quarrels with that. They're two different movies, you said.
Yeah, and I also did it, so I made sure Black Christmas 1974 was high up there because it deserves to be in like the top 5.
So far you've given out 3 Christmas horror movies. Right? What was the first one again that you gave out?
The very first one was Better Watch Out.
That's right.
And
then Black Xmas and then now Black Christmas. Okay. And then we have A Christmas Horror Story with Me. So we have 5 so far.
We did really good.
Christmas horror movies. Yeah.
So Black Christmas is like I just rewatched it and I just realized I have not seen this in a long time. And then when I rewatch it, I was like, wow, this is a really good freaking movie. I remember like liking both the remake and the original almost the same, just maybe the remake a little more because it was faster pace. But the slower pace of this was there's a lot of character driven stuff in it, and the sorority. Now I'm trying not to be too look. I try to be too stereotyped with tropes and stuff. Obviously, and this comes from being a metalhead too. We don't like a lot of that certain things. You know, it says fraternities and house sorority shit. Like, you know, a lot of
kids are dumb.
2006 house sorority. They're kind of assholes. It's a typical slasher. You don't really like anybody. Black Christmas 1974. These characters are all excellent. Margaret Kidler's in it. She's one of them. She's a fantastic character. There's a and I think this is why I really like the other Black Christmas remake that came out in 2019. They try to continue that kind of great character-driven stuff, and it was women empowerment type stuff. Like the 2019 remake had it, and then the 74, like these girls, man, they were just like they didn't take any shit. They were just like they were all great characters. It was very, very well done, but it was freaky. Like the killer in this, which is ironically his name is Billy too.
Spoiler.
Check that one out.
I see a theme going on.
Yeah, right. Interesting. So there's some really generally creepy stuff in this movie, and again, utilize of Christmas items and stuff that really get So it's not just Christmas because the holiday, but it's like things that the killer does, and it's just it is. I think it needs to be talked about more. It is an amazing classic movie, and I really wanted to talk about those two movies. It's for the heck of it because
It'll probably happen
it's
soon.
cool.
Again, I'll probably check out at least the original one this weekend.
Yeah,
because I'm home, so I'll have time. So we'll figure it out. Faux show.
Yeah, seeing people for the holidays is dumb. I don't recommend it. Stay home.
I've been saying that for a while. So if the world granted me the one gift I wanted to, which is I just want to stay home and
it's pure solitude.
I'm actually okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Let me stay home.
This is interesting. Huh.
Man,
really?
I have a.
Are you checking your naughty list up there, Joe?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have a couple.
Naughty.
All right, that's fine with me.
I think I have a couple bangers on my list that haven't been talked about yet.
Dingers and bangers.
So, and I have a couple in the back sleeve over here because again, this is kind of open to interpretation. But I'm gonna go with one that I feel like really fits this narrative, and I'm gonna save the one that I feel like is the more obvious one for my last pick if it even happens. I'm gonna go. What number is this one now?
4.
5.
You're number 4.
4. Oh wow,
We're going,
guys. So on the 4th day of Xmas, may your true love slay.
I'm really sad we didn't keep saying that. Actually, oh well.
I mean, you got a gimmick, gotta go with it. I just thought of it too. I'm like, oh, again, my brain's foggy. I can't hear you guys out of one ear, which is weird because I can't hear you guys. I can hear you two through this fine, but I can't hear myself.
Man, I wonder what that's like.
It's really weird. It's fucking yeah. Thanks, man. I have a same problem. I'm gonna go with Creep Show Holiday Special from last year, aka.
Oh, nice.
That was gonna be what it was either that or the Tales from the Crypt. So I figured, take Tales from the Crypt. Somebody else would say this.
The Creep Show Holiday Special from last year,
so good.
An Anonymous episode is fucking awesome.
We watched that last year for Christmas.
It's one of the best things. Legit. Christmas
it's so fun. What a fun fucking. That's probably my favorite Creep Show episode. Also, like as a whole.
might be.
I do love the fact we got Tales of the Crypt and Creep Show on here for this is really I'm loving this. This is so much fun.
And we have another anthology that I threw out. So there's a lot of anthology stuff going on. And I actually was starting to watch another one. What the fuck was it called? Then I ended up getting into something else.
Anthologies and Home Invasions.
Tales from the Hood.
No.
Well,
good shit.
Come on, man.
Great movie.
Christmas episode?
No.
They should.
They should. Oh, fuck.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if you haven't seen this episode,
yeah, Tupac is Santa Claus.
It's an hour. I think it's a little over an hour long, or a little bit more than that. It's a special. So it's not one of the regular episodes from the series. It's very well done. It doesn't start off like it's gonna be a Christmas thing, but it turns into one. The Christmas payoff in it is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's so dumb, but I love it. Oh my god,
I fucking love how schlocky it is. Man, there's a goddamn were tortoise.
Yeah, okay? And it's fucking amazing.
Tortoise.
That's the only thing I have not watched yet. All the Creep shows I watch. All the episodes.
You haven't seen it?
What?
I'm just coming back to my form now, guys. I'm coming back to normal again. It's taking me a little time. It's taking me some time.
Holy shit!
Now I'm not gonna lie. I have not watched anything past the first episode of the second season with the
Evil Dead one, or
because here's why.
Here's why. Me too.
I cannot. I've learned this about myself. I really struggle watching a show that's like weekly dropped episodically now. I have a really hard time with it.
Yeah, I wait for it to be done.
What happened? Because when that was coming out, I had other stuff going on, so I was watching other things.
Yep.
And I forgot. I didn't forget about it, but I was just like, I'm just not in a horror mood. So now I have 2 whole seasons that I can catch up on.
Yeah.
Like all slammed together.
Yep.
And then making another one. So
yeah, really that's me for tomorrow. Like I have fucking like nothing going on until like 9. So right in the morning when I wake up, I'm probably gonna watch The Matrix, and then I'm gonna watch all Hawkeye, just because like what the fuck else am I gonna do? Everything's closed or like traffic's gonna be horrible. So
it's gonna be weird because Christmas Eve is a Friday. You can get out and get stuff, but it's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
It's gonna be terrible.
Driving it was gonna be terrible. Yeah.
I'm done, and then I just have to work till noon tomorrow.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. And then that's gonna be a fucking nightmare getting there.
Oh, you remember those
right near?
Wait, you have to go where?
To Warwick. To Dustin.
Warwick?
Yeah, to Dustin's house.
Oh, you're gonna be over near me.
I was thinking of Warwick.
I know.
No, yeah, you'll be able to get right there. It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah,
it goes through here. Everybody's already traveled, man. Especially because it's on a Friday. A lot of companies gave everybody, like I was off this Friday. Like I was off Friday and Saturday. Most people were. A lot of people are. And Joe, are you doing a full day or just a short day?
Half.
Yeah, you're either doing a half day or no day. Like nobody's working fucking Christmas Eve, man. It's other than retail.
I could have taken it off. There's nobody in the building now. There's nobody in there today after we did a certain tech item need to be done. There's nobody but me.
Sex robot.
It brought me back to the early pandemic days. It's kind of creepy. But I could have taken it off, but I told my boss like, nah, I gotta be in this. This thing's need to be done, and I'm cool. And I've been locked out over the years. I was able to take that day off. I don't need to this year. I was just go do my thing, come home.
I can't remember the last time I worked on Christmas Eve. Actually, I don't think I ever had.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding, man. Like Rosie's house sitting and fucking it's just me and K-Dog and I don't care. Like I don't know, man. I'm so fucking over it.
It doesn't feel like Christmas this year, like at all.
No, you know what? It's not even that. I'm gonna be honest. Spoiler alert to everybody. So here's my brain with Christmas nowadays. I'm over the Hallmark retail holiday. I don't want to buy anybody anything anymore, and it's not a cheap thing. It's useless. You're buying people stuff that they're never gonna use.
Yeah.
Unless you come up with something truly thoughtful. Anytime anybody's ever bought me a vinyl album, I use that. That's about the only present you can buy me now that like.
That's like the only thing I get you. I bought you concert tickets this year.
You're literally just wasting your money. I can buy myself everything that I want. I don't want that. You know what I don't have? I don't have a lot of people's time, like in person. I would much rather go on an adventure. Go to a concert. That's really where my brain is at. And I tell everybody that. Like I tell my family on the other side, like our sister. Don't spend any money on me. I'm not gonna spend any money on you. And like, what I'm gonna do with the kids is I'm gonna give them an Uncle Ed day. Like we're gonna hang out and we're gonna do something. Or I'm gonna bring them. Like Mikey's old enough to go to concerts. I'm like, I'll bring Mikey to a concert. Or like that's what I want. I'm done. I want memories, dude. I want to go. You want to go watch a movie? You want to sit? Like you want to do something like that? I'm down. Don't buy me shit, man. I don't want to. I'm not gonna buy anybody anything. You're not getting anything from me. because people think it's like, oh, you're being cheap. No,
I
no,
don't want anything from you, dude.
No, man. Well, you want a lot from Santa Claus.
I want a third day of Xmas.
I agree, but what I was getting to is like this right here, doing this brought me in. Like even when I just went downstairs, Chris was like, "What the hell, like, got into you?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm talking to the guy. She's like, you like got life in you again since we went up there. So thank you, gentlemen, is what I'm getting at. I appreciate my friends. Now I'm gonna fucking bludgeon you all with an axe.
You know, that was a good way.
What a good way to bring us into the top 3.
What I'm getting at is I'm appreciative of my friends and my family's time, and I'm getting some of that right now. So
I agree, and you know, and a great way to do it is talk about Christmas horror movies. So,
well,
Joseph, virtual fist bump, bam,
bam.
That's almost like Planet Captain Planet.
We were doing Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Only we'd be Captain fucking kills a bunch of people.
Yeah, so Captain Planet, I think, you know.
That was the worst joke I've told in a long time.
Dude, Captain kills a bunch of people. I want a shirt of that. It's the 3 of us.
Kills a lot of people.
It's just like fucking Jason Voorhees with
painted blue. Yeah, just like cutting the planet in half.
Kills a bunch of people.
Captain kills a bunch of people.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Same thing, dude. Who's Captain Planet? I want Captain kills a bunch of people.
And he's broke.
You broke me, dude. You broke me. Cheers. All right.
Oh, cheers. I just ran out.
All right.
Sorry, I don't want...
All right. This is.
All right, we're top 3.
This is a hard one. I knew what it was.
We're gonna do an honorable mentions. We're gonna do a couple.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a few of those.
I got a bunch. This was like there was 2 movies I thought of. It was Home Alone and it was this.
Oh boy.
This is the obvious one. Like whenever anybody talks to me about anything, like if anybody knows me, they know.
I already know.
They know like what is on my brain. I literally can I can say every single word to this movie. Like I'm not kidding. I've done it.
This is not the movie I was thinking of. Never mind. I know. Now I know.
No. I literally have seen this movie at least 150 times. This is without a doubt my favorite movie of all time. I'm of course talking about Freddy vs. Jason. No, I'm of course talking about Nightmare Before Christmas.
There it is.
There it is. Easily. Yes. I'm glad I got to open the show. I wish I could have closed it because this movie, I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. I could go watch that movie right now.
2 Tim Burtons. This is a crazy list.
Well, it's not actually directed by Tim Burton. It's directed by Henry Selick.
Oh.
You know.
Oh yeah, no, he's.
So come on, get on my level here. He wrote the poem. Disney wouldn't let him make it because he was too busy making Batman Returns, and so he couldn't make it. So Henry Selick basically did all the stuff and was like, "Here, is this good?" And Tim Burton would either say yay or nay. He had to say yes on who got to voice act, and thankfully we got Chris Sarandon from Child's Play. That's another Chris. I almost said that too because it's set around Christmas. Oh my God. I like this movie a lot. I got to see Ken Page at Disney World and I fucking cried like a baby. Like literally, like, oh my God. Danny Elfman is the best singer on the planet to ever live. He gave us the sweet fucking serenades, like Jack's Lament and, What's This? Holy shit. I could talk about this movie for hours. I'm not even going to try to fight why I think it's scary. Who cares? It's literally in the name. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's scary.
No, it gets it because of what it is. It gets its pass. And,
yeah, but it's fun.
It is fun.
It's such a perfect movie.
Tales from the Crypt and what the fuck's the other one? Creep Show into some degree. Maybe it's not, gory or that, but there's some really like fun, grotesque things happening. Where it's like it's done so well, where it's not really grotesque, And Boogie Man's pretty creepy.
He's scary as fuck, bro.
That
he's fucking scary as fuck, bro.
He's a bag of poop. He's a bag of bugs.
I got a whole fucking
bag of bugs.
That's like kind of
like bugs.
That whole thing. You can't really see it behind me, but there's like a little shrine dedicated.
You got your freaking Matrix fireplace
to the Oogie Boogie
Man.
Man.
We're the Matrix for now, Joe. We're not. We're not talking about the Matrix right now, Joe.
Nope, we're not getting into it. I won't
we don't
even.
Need to break. We don't need to break this brain, man. I'm already.
No. We don't want to break this.
I got cute little Zero tattooed on me because I love him so much. I need to get more. I want to get more for Christmas stuff. But yep, it is easily. Nothing even comes close. My favorite movie of all time. I could rewatch it literally every day and be totally content. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I can't think of any movie that even comes close. It's but yeah, cool. This is my love letter to the best movie ever made. Mwah. I wish I could do more, but love it. I can't.
And it's a mixture with another one of my favorite holidays, Halloween, which I think, as a horror fan, Christmas is the new Halloween to us. There's like so much horror for Christmas right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
So, and it goes right into more of the Yuletide paganistic part of it. If you really want to go into that route, there's this like beautiful darkness to winter but you're giving and doing things to family during these dark times, Look at me,
and come on, Jack Skellington gives the best Christmas present ever, and I wish I could get this: a shrunken head, a voodoo shrunken head. That's like the best scene ever. Besides the,
be careful what you wish for.
Besides the, well, if somebody actually got me a shrunken head, I'd fucking adore it.
I have one somewhere.
I think that would be awesome. No, it's like it's either that or the fucking the pumpkin Jack in the Box.
But I do have like a
and it's chasing the fat kid. I think that shit's hilarious. And he's all like slipping and sliding across the carpet.
Ben's gonna he's don't stand up, dude. His heart on it's huge right now. His candy cane is strong.
I can't stand up because you'll all be embarrassed. Joe, there's a second day of Christmas where my true love gave to thee.
And I am on that second day. So
thanks, man.
Excuse me, sir. Say it right. We are on the second day of Xmas. May my true love slay to thee.
Slay to thee. Slay to thee.
Oh, see, it's there. It's written for us. We don't even have to try. It's there.
It's there.
Yeah, Muscle Santa.
It's there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Number Xmas 2. Xmas number 2. I'm going to dig deep into my childhood. It involves things that are furry, that you can't get wet. You cannot feed after midnight.
Yay!
The classic Gremlins. It's not a slasher. I have all like slashers, home invasion. I'm picking Gremlins.
There's like a home invasion scene in it, kind of.
That was
in the kitchen.
That was going to be my number one.
Wow.
That was. So before we even get into this movie, that officially wraps up. My entire list has now been said, whether by me or with you guys.
That's funny.
I only wrote down 6 things, and my entire list is now picked. So, and I can prove it. I can show it to you guys in reverse, and you can scan through it. But I promise you. But Joe, good pick. Go for it. I do have backups right here. So
good.
Go for it.
This is a classic movie because you just got the father buys a son a gift, something unique, exotic, and then it's a really great metaphor for just handling things and care for things and paying attention and like friendships and all that. And then, of course, it's one of those perfect things when things just go wrong and you get to see. I mean, it's a PG-13 movie, and there's some really terrifying things in this. Like once those things they go from cute to ugly, and then like when they're coming out of the eggs, like I haven't watched it in a long time. I have it when another one I'll be watching soon. But I always go to like that scene that always got me when I was a kid when they hatch out the eggs and the hands come out and then the lights going all crazy and stuff. I mean, it's pure like it's 80s magic with a budget. I mean, it's such Joe Dante. He did such a great job, and it's one of those movies. I think it's one of those movies that gave me my love for like creature features that just build to complete insanity. There's always like some kind of conflict. There's always something that's happening in this movie, and it keeps getting crazier and crazier. And then they take over the town. It turns to a monster siege movie. I mean, the bar scene is epic. I mean, come on, we all love the bar scene is hilarious. Where they're all just drinking
and the flashing gremlin.
The flashing gremlin, yeah.
Yep.
And then
It was incredible.
and then everything is just so much
And
great. And it's not gory. It's just slapstick crazy.
There's some like gory parts when the gremlin gets like thrown in the microwave and like it explodes.
Yeah, not too people.
Not crazy, or like in the blender and shit.
Microwave scene. Yeah. Oh yeah, the blender. That mom, man, she kicked.
She's
ass.
badass.
Like, maybe think of all our moms. Like
she takes all of the inventions that the dad made and actually put a good use to them. See, they're gonna be used eventually.
And then what I love about picking some of these Christmas horror movies is like there's always an item used out of the holidays. There's like Gremlin in the Christmas tree. I mean, that was pretty. It's almost like Christmas Vacation with the squirrel in the tree, kind of.
Yep. And the homie Gizmo obviously is like a mascot for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And his favorite movie of all time, if anybody can remember it, is First Blood. Come on, man. He fucking adores Rambo. Yeah, man.
Yep.
He has the headband, and he's randomly really good with a bow, which God bless him.
That was actually Gremlins. That was Gremlins too.
That's still his favorite movie.
Right. I didn't know. Okay.
Speaking of which,
Corey Feldman.
Yes, Gremlins 2. Just because of like the goofy shit I really like. I think
Gremlins 2 was fun.
I think I prefer Gremlins 2. I'm alone here. Cause like
I've watched. I'll rewatch Gremlins 2 more than I'll rewatch Gremlins 1 because it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous, and it's easy to watch.
1 is the better movie.
Yeah, hands down.
You can say that, and it's not hypocritical. It's a little bit of a harder movie to watch because it's a little more serious, and there's a little more of like a serious tone in it. Like when Phoebe Cates, what's her character in the movie? Oh my god, the girl, the love interest. Kate? She goes off on that weird little tangent. What
was her name? Kate.
Yeah, well, her real name is Phoebe Cates, but her name in the movie is I can't remember. Her name in the movie. I literally just watched this movie last week and I'm like praising it, but again, your boy's brain is a little foggy this week.
No, it's Kate. He's right.
Killer.
It's Kate Behringer.
Right. Yeah, Kate.
And then the homie Dick Miller. Dick Miller's in it.
Dick Miller's awesome.
He's fucking awesome
Dick
in the movie.
Miller, he's in a horror movie. By the way, I gotta see. That came out 2 years ago.
Chopping Mall, fucking Demon Knight.
Malls, yeah.
Small Soldiers.
He's in a new one. He's in a new one 2 years ago. Just came out. It's a Jewish slasher.
I thought he died.
Crazy.
He probably just passed away after. I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think he passed recently. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. Cause like, come on, man, fucking Gremlins 2 is like Hulk Hogan and shit. It has Grandpa, which granted, it's not the same guy who plays Grandpa Munster, but whoever played Grandpa Munster was pretty fucking close. It had the bat flying out and like you got like the Batman symbol and shit. So dumb, so stupid.
There's a lot of satire.
You have the kid making fun of the movie, in the movie theater. He's like, "Oh, what happens if they eat on a plane?" And it becomes midnight. Like there's like the dumb shit like that, and like all like the creative science projects that happen with the gremlins and stuff. Like one turns into a sexy lady and one becomes basically Beast. Hank McCoy from fucking X-Men. He gets all smart and shit. One becomes literally electricity and like bounces through TVs. That's a movie like same thing.
That's right.
Dude, I love Gremlins too. It because I just like stupid fun movies like that really take that idea of like, here's this really.
But Ben, we're talking about Gremlins 1 because it made the list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reel you in a little bit. You son of a bitch.
No, Gremlins 2 is better. Fight me.
They're both good. I do enjoy both of them.
I was praising Gremlins 1 as well, so shut the hell up.
You're a motherfucker, man.
I may think Gremlins better, but I get where Ben's coming from, man. Now I'll watch them back to back.
Oh fuck.
But, Ed, you're number one, dude. You are slaying number one.
Well, great. I had Gremlins slated to be my number one pick.
Oh man,
which is going to be number one. So now the only obvious choice for me is the only thing that wasn't actually written on my 12 Scares of Xmas list, but I had queued up as a backup, and I'm glad it got spaced out a little bit, and I'm glad I am the one to put this on here because I have a feeling that Muscle Santa might have helped plant some things in young Benjamin Elf's brain when he was a kid. I like to bestow upon my
brotherly influence.
Brotherly influence. Thank you, Joe, for helping a foggy brain friend here. some of the paths that he's led in his life. But I'll be honest, I'm glad I had to come up with this kind of on the fly during the show. But I am glad that this made number one for me, and I'm glad that this is technically the number one on the list by chance. I'm gonna go with an episode of a TV show, and I'm gonna go with something that I've watched when I can every year that it was possible around this time. Excuse me, because it means that much to me. And this episode is a little episode known as Christmas with the Joker.
Yeah.
From a little series called Batman the Animated Series.
Terrifying
series. I don't remember the Christmas episode.
That's the second episode.
It might have been the second episode that ever aired.
Holy
and it
crap.
might have aired. Yeah, it might have aired November 13th, 1992, which I have everything right here for me, just so that way I can make sure everything's good. The Joker's first appearance in that animated series is also when Mark Hamill kind of got his resurgence.
Yeah, I have seen that.
So it's amazing, and it starts in not Gotham, fucking
Arkham Asylum. He gets out and he fucking escapes through the.
He rides the fucking he turns the Christmas tree into a rocket ship and rides it out, and then kidnaps the family, right, and then ties them up.
And then he sings. That's when I think that's the first time anybody got it was Batman smells Robin laid an egg. I think he said that first. And that's where people.
That's the first time I ever.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard it. Was him that said it. Granted, it was like the '80s. But I mean,
I don't know, man.
It definitely it made it famous because he brought it to light on with Fox. Was it Fox that was on? And it was on syndicated TV. It was on fucking primetime shit right there. It had the adult time slot.
One of the only animated shows before like a Simpsons kind
like Simpsons, Family Guy.
Yeah, it was put on, and a lot of people don't remember that. I've had to argue that on my other show before.
Well, there you go.
Batman the Animated Series was in prime time. It was on after like Married with Children. It was on after the Simpsons. It was on. They had to move it from cartoon, like Saturday morning cartoons, to fucking Sunday night cartoons because it was that graphic. That show, if you haven't seen it in a long time, I believe it's on HBO Max. It was, anyways. So I have to go back and relook.
It's still there.
You should be able to go and watch this episode if you want to go see it.
Cool.
But the fucking series in general, like, is untouchable. It 100% holds up. I've been going back.
It's a great show. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. I kind of miss it.
Dude, if you haven't seen it in a long time, Joe, like, just go watch it. Like, just give yourself a couple hours and just click.
Yeah, a long time.
You're gonna be
24 years.
very surprised.
I'm gonna say a hot take here.
This show has a lot of horror elements into it, like a lot. It's amazing how good this show is.
Well, look at fucking Scarecrow. Both renditions of Scarecrow are fucking.
I love Scarecrow and Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Yeah, and the episodes that he had were actually really good. No, what I was gonna say was
he was invented for the show, wasn't he? For the cartoon.
No,
wasn't he an original character?
No, he was. Harley Quinn was.
Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze was.
Mm-hmm.
That episode is one of the best fucking episodes ever. Well, that got nominated for an Emmy.
The best episode of Batman the Animated Series is the one with they introduced Mr. Freeze. Me and Kristen watched it like a year ago.
The Heart on Ice or whatever the hell.
It'll make you fucking cry, dude.
Dude, that shit's so good.
That shit will fucking tear your heart out.
What I was gonna say was, do you think really Batman would be as popular if it wasn't for not just the animated series, but like Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker, and like
this show did more for Batman than pretty much everything else.
Because like yes, we have Tim Burton.
I would agree with you, but I think because the timing of Tim Burton leading into the cut, I think the combination.
Led into it. I agree.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is a combo. Because Danny Elfman did the fucking score for this, like,
what an awesome badass opening scene too. Like the way to open the show when he fucking drops down and he kicks the bad guys' asses and shit.
Yeah, Batman, and then with the Tim Burton's third one, even Batman and Robin, like all that sequence is all the way up to,
to
Batman and Robin. No, I know that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I was
just
gonna say
because the cartoon, we got to see Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin. I think because the cartoon did that.
Let's see.
So that is what. Yeah, Mr. Freeze was a. I'm 90%. Ben, look that up real quick. No, Mr. Freeze was an original for the show.
No,
Mr. Freeze, Harley. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. He first appeared in Batman 121.
Maybe it's just that episode that made
and,
it so popular. That episode was insane.
Yeah, his debut was 1959.
All right, then.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't know that.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze sounds like a 1950s villain name.
When you watch that episode, dude.
No, so
I did see the.
What I'll give him credit for, episode. Mr. Freeze. That's where you get his name, Victor Freeze, his real life name.
I know.
That is, it's the Heart of Ice in September 7th. So somebody's birthday. It's Ed's birthday. It was a year before I was born.
Maybe subconsciously, I've just always had a thing out for that episode, but it really is. I mean, that episode fucking.
Honestly, besides,
it really does.
It's tough to watch.
It's tough to watch.
I have two favorite episodes. It's I like how now this is just turned into a love letter for the animated series.
It's fucking.
It's amazing. We gotta talk about it. So it's like
it wasn't. Listen, it was what number one by default. I had it set up for Gremlins to be number one.
Right.
Number two.
I didn't. I thought
I should have shut up because
sure.
it would have been number one. It would have been number one. Because of me, it's number two.
For sure. I thought for sure Joe was gonna when he went 3 in a row and almost like went into the same fucking series. The only reason why I skipped this one earlier, I'm not joking. The only reason why I didn't say this one because when Ben already picked like 1 or 2 of mine, and I had to fucking think. And when I went to Batman Returns, I didn't want back-to-back Batman things. So that's when I was like, oh, fuck it, let me talk about the movie that I had never seen.
So your first pick on this list
was Batman.
Your last pick was Batman. That's funny.
It opened
and it wasn't. It really wasn't designed that way. It really wasn't designed.
This list is wild. I'm looking at it like this is insane.
It's wacky.
There's like home invasion movies. There's Batman. There's anthologies. There's slashers. There's remakes. Like
there's originals and remakes. Oh, so we can't. So my brother and I cannot talk about Batman the animated series without talking about the episode Almost Got Him and the infamous.
Oh my god!
And the funniest line in the entire series is Killer Croc talking about his rendition of Almost Got Him. Was he cornered Batman and he had a big rock, and then they were like, "And I threw a rock at him." And then they stare at him.
It was a big rock.
It was a big rock. And then turns out it was Batman dressed as Killer Croc. Spoiler for everybody. But
so long story short,
holy shit.
Me and Ben, like this was one of our first. So what's funny is this show had been on before he was even born. He was born in '93. The show was in '92.
92.
Wow.
Yeah, 92. So this show was out a year before he was even born. So I had been already watching this, right? So it's just weird that he also grew a love for this show as much as I did.
I love it.
And it came out essentially while he was like born, right? So when you think back on things that came out the year you were born, right? Like cartoons, things like that. It's funny that me and Ben, 9 years apart, still have similarities, even though we grew up. Like I don't play video games or anything like that, but we still have certain things that just resonate with us. So when we both watch this show, like me and Ben can just hang out, and if we have nothing else going on, we just throw the show on and just watch it. And we both fucking can narrate lines from episodes that neither one of us expected us to be able to narrate lines to. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that this ended up being our number one pick and it's not the number one pick. It just happened to be.
Because as Christmas, it's about family. Come on.
It literally just happened. But it wasn't planned that way. It really wasn't. If you see my 1 through fucking 6 that I wrote down to talk about, we talked about all of them, but except this one. This is number 7. I had to come up with this one. So it worked out, but it does factor back into like the family thing.
Excuse me.
Bless you. And where I was going with my whole Christmas thing. Like I'm done with the toys and the fucking buying each other bullshit.
Except if somebody buys me a Castle Grayskull.
All right, man. Go hit up on Gail. She's got one at her house.
Just saying.
Aunt Gail has one. Aunt Gail has one.
Yeah, if somebody ever wants, there's a couple things. It's Castle Grayskull
all the time.
I love
You're
Castle.
Talking to the fucking tower thing.
And then the Dragon Zord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. With the come on man,
I
with the
had the
dagger.
Megazord. I rode my bike when I was 12 years old to Ann and Hope, which I believe was Joe Walsh's first job in the food court.
Yes, it was.
Damn.
That's
Nostalgia drop. You're welcome,
good
Joe.
memory, dude. That was my first.
Fuck
first job. In the
Fuck
snack
yeah.
bar.
Of course I remember that shit. Snack bar. Slinging pizzas and pretzels.
Yeah, cleaning dishes and making pizzas.
My friend just sent me a clip of I threw a rock at him. By the way, there it is.
Wait, somebody's watching.
So yeah, somebody just and then sent a clip in the group chat that we're all in and said Ben Sherman will understand. And it's that I threw a rock at him.
Wait, somebody who's watching?
Eric, not Big Eric.
Eric, the one that plays MSF.
Nope. Eric Boynton. Eric Boynton. Yeah, it's Eric Boynton.
Yeah, I know him. What's up, Eric? I threw a rock at him.
I threw a rock at him.
I love this shit.
You oh, sorry.
Wrap this one up.
You guys want to go jump into quick honorable mentions?
Yeah, quick. Santa's sleigh, obviously. That was gonna be on there for me, but there was more like inside. And like I kind of like pseudo picked like I had like a goofy pick and I had like a real pick, or like a more traditional pick. So I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, Crypt Keeper, fucking Bill Goldberg, and
right.
Of course we had to still talk about it. But that's my honorable mention is Santa's sleigh for sure.
Yeah, Santa's sleigh. You know what? I'll put because I already did a lot of slashes. Krampus is definitely honorable mention.
Of course,
yep. It's just the guy's the trick or treat because I love trick or treat.
Michael Dougherty is that? No, Michael Dougherty.
Yeah, Michael Dougherty.
Is it?
Anyway, yep.
Who am I?
I think trick or treat is better than Krampus, but Krampus is really good. I gotta see the Naughty edition.
Naughty Cut is so much better.
Cut.
It's so much better. I think.
See, I trust you. I read reviews where somebody said it wasn't. I'm like,
nope.
Again, I don't like reviews.
I really think you'll like it more.
Halloween Kills extended cut's better too, by the way.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that. I got to see it. I'll watch that.
It's got more kills I've been wanting near the end, so I'm happy. And the ending itself is better, I think, with the extended ending. But we're
Michael Myers. Does he still get shot 6 times and then be totally fine afterwards?
He got shot 6 times in the first movie too, buddy.
I guess.
And stabbed in the chest. And stabbed with a needle in his neck.
Technically,
and stabbed in the eye.
That was when they made the first movie. He was supposed to be dead. It's not.
No, he wasn't. He was never meant to be dead. The problem with the first movies, I'm going to say right now, when I watched that Movies That Made Us, the guy that was involved with it, making it, he's like, oh, I didn't want blood in the movie. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I get they want to focus on like atmosphere and all that, but the amount of damage he took in that movie and there's no blood was stupid. That's why you don't see we slit Annie's throat. There's no blood. You only see you see that in part 2, which doesn't exist anymore.
I don't know why you turn into like an Italian stereotype. You're like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I am. It's the Rhode Island thing, man. I got that Italian Irish thing going on. What do you want? We're
I respect it.
We're like bad clone versions or something. But yeah.
I agree. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, so like Krampus is definitely on the list for honorable mention. So I'll just say 1 and then let Ed. I have Inside on here, which is really funny. So for honorable. So yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
Here's my one and only honorable mention.
Is there a demon coming through your headset? Oh God!
What's going on? I don't hear.
I don't know what it is.
Are you trying to like possess us? What are you doing? Like you like this is like some ring shit. We're gonna have 7 days to live.
Were you playing? I threw a rock at him.
So maybe how about I just read you something? If you meet Santa Claus tonight, boy, you better run for your life. 'Twas the night before Christmas was just 5 years old. My parents were butchered in the blistering cold. He seemed jolly at first in his suit stained with red. He laughed. He let out a laugh, but then left us for dead.
Good.
I'm glad so vicious.
I'm glad we couldn't play that.
Excuse me, Ben.
Nope.
That scene so vicious taught me the meaning of Christmas. Punish the wicked. Don't ask Santa's forgiveness. You won't believe in me, slaughtered under the tree, 'cause I won't leave a witness. So much a Merry Christmas, and now Santa's claws are out. The sinners scream and shout. Made sure the noose is Yuletide type.
Best line.
So much for a silent night.
So much
silent
for
night.
a silent night.
So your honorable mention is Ice Nine kills
Merry Xmas.
Merry Xmas. I
Yes.
think that's awesome, which is
Yes,
also
it
based
was.
on our last episode, Silent Night, Deadly Night,
Yes.
which
And
is now
I
one of my
thought-
new favorite Christmas horror movies.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
And that song goes along with it very well. And I thought
Ow.
the one medium we didn't hit on for horror Christmas stuff is music. We hit cartoons, we hit family movies, we hit
Right.
actual horror movies, we hit TV shows. We didn't hit music.
We even got a foreign movie in
that's a
there.
tough one. We did.
We even got a foreign movie in there, yeah. So
did.
I mean, I mean,
We
what
covered
else?
all
What other
bases.
mediums? What other mediums could we come up with? Realistically,
I mean, I really want to get that Krampus and Black Christmas soundtrack on vinyl from Waxwork Records. So there you go. I can't wait to check
That one
Now you
time
got
I
the
saw a
Gears
play of the Christmas Carol. That was pretty cool.
I
we
mean,
could
you're
bring
onto them.
plays in. Yeah, see.
Well, I mean, actually, Ben did pick Nightmare on Before Christmas, which is actually a musical.
It
And
was
we
a
have
cartoon though,
yeah, but
It's
so
a cartoon and a musical.
animated. I
animated.
did bring up animated.
And
family
it's
movie.
an animated.
It's got
musical,
songs
so,
in it. God damn it.
Where we brushed on a lot.
Time to wrap up
I
this
also-
present.
I gotta say, everybody, like watch as much Shudder Xmas horror movies as you can, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of creepy
There's a lot.
Santas on
There's a lot of
Shudder.
them.
A lot of 80s and 90s
Yeah.
creepy Santas, which I'm like, holy crap, I gotta watch these. I still need to see Jack Frost. I've never seen Jack Frost yet.
Oh fuck! I
Netflix.
Oh, you want to fucking just want to kill yourself?
Yes.
Sure, go watch it.
Yeah, the
Netflix has
Michael
Elves. I wanna see
Keaton
that.
one.
I think it's a Swedish horror
Terrifying.
movie, Elves. Yeah, I know, right? Which is weird how they're almost the same, but not.
It came out the same year.
Yeah, that's disturbing. Yeah, so there's a lot of Christmas horror. I did not know there was that much, and it's gonna keep coming because there's a lot of new ones that keeps coming out. So
And Shrek
It's
the
wild.
Halls is a pretty terrifying movie. So. There's a lot of scary stuff. I'm just saying.
Just like me in this fucking bodysuit. Very
Yep.
scary.
Bumble from Rudolph the
I
Red-Nosed
just-
Reindeer, he's scary.
You know what? If the guy from Mannequin survived, I want a Christmas version of not Mannequin. What is it? Oh, we did a show on it. My brain just went
What the hell is the
Maniac.
Maniac.
What the hell
I
is
want a Christmas
the-
special of Maniac.
the miner's name from Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Sorry.
Reindeer? He conquers Bumble.
Cornelius fucking. Oh my god. It's
Silver and
Cornelius
gold.
something. Okay, silver and gold. So he throws in there.
I'd
Ah,
kiss
that's
him.
gold.
I'd kiss him on his tender lips.
Yukon
Oh
Cornelius.
man.
What?
Yukon Cornelius, I believe is his name.
Let's see.
Look it up.
All right.
Yukon Cornelius. This will be
You
our
won't-
last little fun fact for the
It
night.
is. Yep, it's
Fun fact.
Yukon Cornelius.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
He is an Arctic prospector.
Yep.
What a
and then
dick.
we have the Bumble, right? And then who's the Herbie, the elf that wants to be a dentist?
I want to be a dentist.
Yep, I love that. Love that shit, man. That's a good one. Frosty the Snowman's a horror movie. Goddamn
The-
fucking terrifying that he
The
melts
old
and
school
he's
claymation.
Karen,
and-
hey.
oh yeah. I mean that's traumatizing the damn kids.
it's scary
That's
as fuck,
traumatizing to
man.
me. That and ET.
It's scary as fuck, man.
It's like
Yeah,
that
fucking
Family
tea.
Guy skit when, when he gets on fire. He's like, "Oh, take it off, take it off!" He starts screaming at the kids. Ah!
Oh man. Oh
So
god.
stupid.
This is fun. This is a fun episode. You guys would do plugs, or we just were like, whatever.
I think we needed it. Plugs are as simple as this.
Look us up online.
Go spend time with your family this year and enjoy that as your gift.
There you go.
Fuck the gifts that are actually underneath the tree because I guarantee you they don't mean as much as the time that you can spend with the people.
Except
that
if
you
it's a
care about.
PS5.
Even then,
Nope.
burn that fucking thing.
Nope.
Throw
Nope.
it in the trash.
No.
Burn it.
He's wrong. Don't listen
Pay
to either of them.
attention to the little bit of time that you have with the ones that matter the most. Because that is something that you cannot ever get back. Because you can buy a PS5 eventually. You cannot buy another minute with somebody that you care about. So I'm
I'll
gonna
add to that.
change. I'm gonna change what I would normally do and be a jokester and give you a serious send off because there's a good chance we might be able to get one more done before the end of the year. But if this is the last one we do for 2021, I want to at least send it out on a note where I want people to realize that we do care and we do love everybody that does watch this, even if it's one person, if it's 20 people, if it's 2,000 people that keeps the tapes. We don't care how many watch the show. We hope to expand this next year. But the number one thing is yes, we talk about horror. Yes, we talk about scary things. Yes, we talk about ridiculous stuff, and we get into some crazy conversations. But what Muscle Santa, Eddie Vegas, Eddie Sherman, whatever you want to call me, I want you all to know that the most important and most valuable thing that you can have are your family and friends and the ones that you surround yourself with. A building is only as strong as its foundation. My foundation, two of which are sitting on the same screen with me. So thank you very much.
My PS5 isn't in the background.
Go stab your fucking parents in the face with a knife.
Yeah, do that.
Cheers to that. And if you don't be kind, Christmas Cthulhu will eat you
and kill you.
That's true too.
I'll be the Joker.
That's true too.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
I wanted to give out some Christmas cheer. Now let's dance.
I want to spread Christmas fear.
Yeah.
Ha! I said the pun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going off. Merry Christmas, everybody.